Welcome, friends, to the world's largest graveyard. Today, we will be doing Tier 1 of an iceberg that me and Bones made. For those who don't know what an iceberg is, let me explain. An iceberg is basically a list of topics on a subject, whereas the tiers get deeper, the topics also get deeper, or more interesting. And today, we made ours about ocean mysteries. Tier 1 will be our focus for today's video, and almost anyone will know quite a bit about these topics, but we will try to make them as interesting as possible. Many topics in the series will eventually get their own videos as they are far too complex to explain in just a few minutes. But before we get into that, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who's afraid of the ocean. And without further ado, allow me to drag you down to the world's largest graveyard. To kick off this iceberg video, we've decided to begin with Atlantis. We've all heard about Atlantis, but that doesn't make it any less interesting. An ancient Athenian lawmaker named Solon traveled to Egypt and was told the story of Atlantis. Solon also attempted to democratize sex with publicly funded brothels. But that's a story for a different day. Atlantis was a supposed island civilization that existed over 10,000 years ago, but was swallowed up by the ocean. In the years since, Plato relayed this story to us in his works, Timaeus and Crucius. People have been attempting to locate this lost civilization for generations with little to no success. Some interesting theories of its location are Antarctica, the Santorini caldera, and even the Sahara Desert, at a place known as the Ricat structure. To this day, we still have no clue if it ever exists, and we very well may never know. But a creature who would love to hide in the ruins of a drowned city is the Loch Ness Monster, first mentioned in the 7th century in a biography of St. Columba. This creature has been described as looking like a dragon or serpent. Although many of its sightings have been debunked as hoaxes, many still believe there is something hiding in the mini caves in the 56 square kilometer and up to 23 meter deep water. Some have said it's a plesiosaur living a little bit too long, roughly like 180 million years too long. DNA scans of the Loch have identified numerous eels, so some people think it could have been really oversized eels. But no matter what, the theory of a huge creature going mostly undetected in Scotland's second largest lake is compelling. Our next creature has also been seen countless times, but no solid evidence of its existence has ever been found. Mermaids, or sea women, are fabled creatures of the sea modeled after the sirens and sea goddesses of ancient Greek and Roman mythology. Though the earliest known mention of these creatures was in ancient Assyria around 4th century BC, when the Assyrian goddess Atargatis turned into a mermaid. Thought to have a body with the top half of a woman and the bottom half of a fish. We've all seen The Little Mermaid though, so this probably comes as no surprise to you. They have lifespans of hundreds of years, and even sometimes said to have had magical powers, such as shape-shifting and weather control. Much like sirens, they lure sailors in with their beautiful singing, and if you see one at sea, it's considered an omen of an impending shipwreck. They also drown the infatuated men and eat them, or even turn them into mermen if they find a particularly attractive one. Another creature that spells certain death if encountered on the open seas is the Megalodon, the largest shark ever recorded, and the monster of the ancient seas. Roughly 23 million years ago, it was the apex predator in the world's largest graveyard. Many movies and theories have been made of this big tooth. What a lazy name. But the size of these massive beasts is unknown to this day. Scientists believe that they were between 33.5 feet long to as big as 80 feet long, with a mouth that is nearly 10 feet wide. But these numbers are only estimates based on the size of Megalodon teeth found compared to modern great white sharks. Although many scientists still believe they are extinct, many people don't think that. But with how large the ocean is, we can never truly know. Somehow, our next subject would even make the Megalodon's massive teeth chatter. The infamous Kraken. Originally derived from Scandinavian and Norwegian lore in the 1300s in the Overadres saga, where he was attacked by the gigantic creature that he called Halfguffa. But the idea of a Kraken was first put to paper in modern times by the Italian adventurer Francisco Negri in 1700. But the first physical description of this monster in the modern era was by Danish author Erik Pontoppidan, who described it as an octopus of tremendous size, known for pulling down ships. He described it as round, flat, and full of arms. The largest, most surprising thing of all animal creations. For centuries, scientists believed this was a silly sailor rumor, like mermaids. That is until 1873, when a fisherman off the coast of Newfoundland named Theophilus Picot, who was out rowing one day when his ship was reportedly attacked by a large animal with giant tentacles and a beak. Most would have chalked this up to another tall tale from a crazy sailor, but Picot managed to, with the help of his friendly axe, to chop off a 19-foot tentacle. That cemented the fact that there are large squid-like creatures in the ocean that are attacking boats. And in 2012, we might have finally captured the culprit on video. Watch our Humboldt squid video to hear a little bit about it. If you'd like a full video on it though, leave us a comment. The thing I find most interesting about the Kraken is that so many civilizations across so many seas have all reported the exact same thing for centuries now. But a massive entity like the Kraken, who drags ships underwater never to be seen again, would find a happy home in our next topic, the Bermuda Triangle, a loosely defined area between Bermuda, the southern tip of Florida, and Puerto Rico. Over most of recorded history, countless ships as well as airplanes go missing in this area. And although there are some explanations for that, we are choosing to focus on the more fun theories. Things like it could be home to the Kraken, or that Atlantis is located in the triangle and is so technologically advanced that they found a way to breathe underwater and even make advanced weaponry that shoots anything that gets too close. Or the fact that compasses malfunction when near the triangle. Or, my personal favorite, that aliens like to kidnap people over the triangle for research. Most things involving the triangle can be scientifically explained, but that doesn't make the theories any less fun. But something far less fun, and could even be the reason for the triangle's grisly history, is the Leviathan. A creature so scary and large that it has become synonymous with a large creature that is usually snake-like. The first depiction of this monstrosity is in Tanakh, the Hebrew Bible, where it is mentioned 6 times and stated to be incredibly large with the ability to breathe fire and have impenetrable scales, with the only thing being able to defeat this creature is God himself. But that's not the only mention of a Leviathan-like creature. Dating back as far as recorded history goes, beasts like Lotan, Tiamat, Vertra, and Jormungandr. With so many cultures and religions across the world with these myths, makes you wonder how so many people from so many places and times, with entirely different cultures and languages, all came up with the same giant snake-like monster who will bring about the end of our world. Speaking of ends, that's the end of Tier 1. Thank you for watching our video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this with a friend who believes in Nessie. First person to comment the timestamp for the funny sea friend we hid in our video will get their comments pinned to the top. Thank you. This has been the world's largest graveyard, and remember, stay safe out there, friends.